day, and welcome to episode 4 of Drinking Beer with Don. We continue to work through the advent calendar starting on day 13 because we've done 12 already in the first 3 episodes. The advent calendar is from Cascadia, and we drink a beer a day, right up till the 24th and including the 24th of December. Also what we're doing is we're looking at the Missouri Star advent calendar. This is what Carolyn, my wife, got. She's getting a quilty surprise every day as well. So we're going to, if you will, open up one can and open up a package every day. Day 13, and today's beer is from the Tofino Brewing Company, and it is a blackberry gosei, 4.0% alcohol. Neither the can nor the website have any notes on this, so I'm going in cold, as it were. So, without any further ado, let's do it. I get a faint fruity smell, good head as you can see, nice color. It's sour, but not as sour as some of the other ones I've had. It's like mild to medium sour. And it's definitely fruity, but I'm not yet tasting the blackberries. Oh, there they are. I mean, I think they are. It's not bad. It's refreshing. I'll give it that. This would be nice in the summer. Because it's not souring my face off, and it is refreshing, it's reasonable. It's going to be in the 7s, the score-wise. I don't have a lot more to say about it. It's nice. A little cloudy, sure. Reasonable flavor, refreshing, doesn't really offend me at all, which I suppose is good because I was almost worried about it being too sour. It's not. I'm going to give it a 7.8. It's not up there with the 8s. But it's not bad, so 7.8. Cheers. Okay, Carolyns Quilty Treasure for day 13 is fascinating. It's a book. It's a novella by Hilary Doan Sperry, in fact the daughter of Jenny Doan. And it's called A Body in Redwork. It's a Missouri Star mystery. They've got a few of these books out apparently. Her daughter writes these. And it stars as the protagonist the character named Jenny Doan, which I think is quite tickling. Also with the book came appropriately some bookmarks, and there's 3 styles here. There's the Missouri Star duck, the Missouri Star logo, and then a sewing machine. So those are all fun bookmarks to go along with the book. So Carolyn's super happy about that, not only because it looks like it's fun, but Carolyn's into murder mysteries. She reads these all the time. So this is what it is. It's going to be A Body in Redwork. She's going to love it, I'm sure. So cheers. This is a good one. Day 14. Of the Advent calendars. Today we have something from the Mount Aerosmith Brewing Company. It is their Massive Mist Hazy Pale Ale. It's at 5.5% alcohol, and it's right out of Parksville. So if I said Nanaimo was a local brewery, Parksville's even closer. Parksville is a 15-minute drive from where we live in News Bay. So definitely, I'm familiar with the Mount Aerosmith Brewing Company. Been there often and had stuff right out of the taps. It's wonderful. Let me read what the website says. It says this medium-bodied New England-style pale ale is a juicy one, having been dry hopped multiple times with Idaho 7 and Citra. A smooth and mellow malt profile presents a clean slate for the hops to contribute a manageable bitterness, gushing with flavors of peach, papaya, and citrus peel. Okay, let's find out. Here we are. Ta-ta-ta. Nice head to it. In fact, I could even top up a little bit the beer. There we are. Oh, look at that. So first of all, I smell hops. And a touch of citrus. I smell it. So they're there. I think this is going to be one of the hoppier ones. We shall see. Definitely a little on the hoppier side. But not extraordinarily hoppy. It's not bad. It is citrusy, but mild citrusy. It is smooth. It's got an edge to it. And I find that with Mount Aerosmith breweries, which I do like, the beer. For example, the blonde is also a wonderful blonde ale. And it's got something to it, maybe it's the hops. It's got a bit of an edge to it. It's like a draft with bite. It's good. I think I'm going to give it a low 8s. I think the last time I did a hazy lager, it was around 8.2 or 8.3, and I think this is on par. I'm going to go with an 8.2 for this. All right? So it's good. It's certainly in the 8 territory, but it's on the lower end of it, 8.2. Quilty Stuff for day 14. It's I'm going to give you show you the first thing here and see if you can. It's hard, maybe hard to see in the camera, but what it is a hanger where you can hang something that would be on this bar. So what would you do then? You would hang a quilt, a mini quilt. In fact, this one's called. These are from Missouri Star, and it's their instructions for a Lemon Star mini quilt. So of course it has instructions. It also has all the fabric you need. Whoops, excuse me. Oh, that's it. It's so small it fell out of my hands. It's a little wee package. It's one strip, I think, of fabric, 2.5 inches by width of fabric, which is 42 to 44 inches. So that's it. 2.5 by 44 inches of fabric will allow you to make, if you cut it right and you sew it right, a mini star quilt or a lemon star mini quilt. So I think Carolyn's going to make this one too. She said she was. Should be fun. Here we are, day 15 of the Advent calendar, thanks to Cascadia and Missouri Star. So today we're having a Pilsner. It is going to be the Gladstone Brewing Company out of Courtney Pilsner. So that's it. It's called a Pilsner. It is a Pilsner. 5.5% alcohol and 35 IBUs. So it's light to medium hoppy. The notes on the from the brewery say this is Pilsner is a bright, clean, golden lager. It smells of crisp yeast and lightly spicy hops. Noticeably bitter, the combination of generous hopping and Pilsen malt results in an extremely refreshing brew. A light toasted finish creates a full body that remains dry and does not linger on the tongue. In fact, that's the beauty of a Pilsner. La Basse Blue is a Pilsner. It's a light, easy drinking beer. It came out of Germany. They are good beer. So, let's give it a shot. Cheers. Oh yes, turn the glass. Can't see that. Oh, it definitely tastes like a German beer. It's got the hops. It is medium hoppy. It is light. It's got that bitterness they talked about for sure. So if you like bitter hoppy beer, but a light refreshing hoppy beer, this is it. It's pretty good. But it's not great. I'm going to give this something in the high 7s. I do like Pilsners. And this is nice. This is definitely as advertised. The words are all bang on the target. Gladstone's a good company. 7.9. That's what I'm providing you as my score for this beer. Okay, with day 15 on the Quilty side, Carolyn got a kitchen towel. And if you can't read it here, I'm going to throw it up on the screen. But it says, I have to read it, Gag. A clean kitchen is a sign of a broken sewing machine. So how quilty is that, right? It's actually a bit of a long towel. I don't think you'll get it all here. But like I said, I'll throw it on the screen for you. It's pretty neat. It's very thoughtful. I think, in fact, this would be something that Carolyn might be interested in hanging in the kitchen somewhere to personalize it just a bit more. So there we have it. Day 15 from Missouri Star. It's a fact. A clean kitchen is a sign of a broken sewing machine. I do like that. That's cute. Cheers. Day 16 of the Advent calendars. Today's beer is called Estuary Kings from White Sails Brewing out of Nanaimo. It's a hazy IPA, and it's 6.3% alcohol, and this one lists as 40 bitterness units, IBUs. So it's an IPA, and it sounds like it's going to be hoppy. It smells, when I opened it, I could smell hops right away. So let's find out what we got. Definitely smell the hops. Oh, I should read the notes. Brewed as a hazy IPA with a complex malt profile of rye, wheat, oats, and cereal grain, complemented by a traditional White Sails heavy-handed hopping of Veterans Blend and Centennial hops. So there we are. It's got all sorts of things in it. Smell the hops, touch the citrus. Definitely hoppy. They're not messing. They weren't wrong. It's not bad. It is certainly hazy, so that's part of the thing. You know, that's actually what I get most out of this is hops. I don't get as much of the citrus, very little of it. I'm comparing this to the two other hazies we've had so far, the hazy lager and the hazy pale ale. I like both of those better than this. You know, unfortunately, that's just, I've never been a big fan of the super hopped IPAs, and this one is edging towards that territory. If you like hoppy IPAs, I mean, it's well made. This would be good. Nice head to it. You know, it has nice mouthfeel, as it were. It's just, overall flavor-wise, it's not something in my preference and my wheelhouse. I'm going to give it 7.5 sevens and probably lower sevens. So I'm going to say 7.3. Cheers. For quilting today, day 16, we have functional quilting jewelry. What kind of jewelry, you might say, will be both functional and elegant? It's a pendant. Okay, that's the elegant part. It's got, you can see it there, but it's got a little pattern around the edge here, and you can thread a leather pendant or a chain through it. So what is its function? It cuts thread. So it's a pendant thread cutter, because you never know when you need to cut thread. So you wear it as jewelry, and it's, oh my God, I wish I had a thread cutter. Oh wait, I do. Here it is. I guess that's the thinking behind it. I'm sure it's cool. I don't understand why you want to have quilty jewelry, but maybe that's a thing. To recap, episode 4, at least from the beer perspective, I don't think I've enjoyed the beer as much in this episode as the previous 3. But it did show one thing, and that is that the hazy beer are certainly popular, at least with the selection in the Advent calendar. We had 2 hazies in this episode, and my favorite of the episode turns out to be the Massive Mist Hazy Pale Ale from Mount Aerosmith, score of 8.2. We'll see what next week brings. So far, every beer has been from the Island Man, and I think that's pretty cool. I think Carolyns' favorite quilty thing from this episode, and maybe one of the most favorite overall, is the book, is the quilting mystery book that she got. That's exciting. I'm sure she's looking forward to reading that. And that closes episode 4. You guys keep on drinking, and hopefully keep on watching. Cheers.